welcome back to Crystal Clear, the Happiness Project. In this vlog today, we are going to be looking at challenging our perception. So what I mean by this is we're going to be challenging our thoughts and our mindsets when it comes to our mental health. A lot of us, including myself, tend to think more negatively than positively, and this vlog is going to be looking at different ways that we can address this and stop our negative thinking and start to think more positively. So the first main thing we can do to challenge our negative mental health is to challenge the negative thoughts that we think. We need to catch them and we need to question them. An example of this would be that sometimes I quite dislike my scars and I'll feel quite negatively about them. So I challenge this perception. I go, why do I dislike my scars? I think about it and I think there's probably a social pressure for me to look a certain way and I don't fit that. But why is that bad? Because I'm different, but I like being different because I like to be unique and I think we all should. So if I like being unique and my scars make me unique, why is it a bad thing? Really, I should like my scars because they make me unique and that's something that I want to be. And this is just one way that we can challenge our perceptions. If we delve deep into our thoughts, we can always find a flip side and make them positive. So this is something I'd highly recommend to everyone to give a go. It might not always work, there are times when I've used it and it hasn't worked, but I would definitely give it a go because for me, 9 times out of 10, it works. There are some simpler, shorter ways that you can also challenge your perception. One of them is that if you look in the mirror, there are little things you can do to make yourself feel more positive. The first is to list 3 things about yourself that you like. So it could be a feature or a personality trait. So for me, I'd say I like my eyes, I like my smile, and I like that I can make people feel positive. So I recommend that you do that next time you pass a mirror. Every time you pass a mirror, just list 3 little things that you like about yourself and it will boost your confidence and your morale. As well as this, at the end of every day, you can list 3 things that you enjoyed about your day. So just anything that made you smile. So I'm in isolation at the moment, so I can't give the best examples, but I had a really productive meeting this morning with another theatre company I'm collaborating with. My cat Kenzo was very cuddly, and I listened to my Harry Potter podcast called Potterless, which I'm really enjoying at the moment. Little things like this may not seem massive, but if you're having a bad day and you can find 3 good things that made them worthwhile, it really does help lift your spirits, and I definitely give this a go if you can. Another thing to consider when it comes to challenging or changing our perspectives or the way we view positivity and negativity is to look at the language we are using. A prime example of this is saying sorry instead of thank you. Myself, I always say sorry. Sorry this, sorry that, sorry. I apologise a lot, but really I should be thanking people. For example, if you're on the phone with someone or you're talking to someone, instead of saying, sorry for talking for so long, you can say, thank you for listening to me and paying attention. This is just a little something you can do to make you feel more positive. It's something that I've done that has really helped me. In college, my friends actually noticed that I said sorry quite a lot and actually set me a New Year's resolution of saying thank you more. And it was hard at first. I kept catching myself saying sorry and being like, oh no, sorry. And then you kind of dig a hole of apologising. But after a while I started to say thank you more and more, and now I say thank you more than I say sorry. And it definitely does make me feel more positive, because thank you in itself is a more positive phrasing. Sorry has negative connotations and thank you doesn't. So always try and lean towards more positive language to make you feel happier. In addition to this, if you want to be more positive, there's other things you can do, not just using language, but using yourself. For example, you could start dressing how makes you feel more positive, wearing the jewellery, wearing the clothes, doing your hair how you like. I know with Instagram and the modern era being as it is, there's a pressure to kind of match the latest trend. I've never really done that myself, but if that makes you feel positive, go for it. And if it doesn't make you feel positive, don't follow it. Something I've been doing in isolation is just wearing clothes that make me feel pretty. Sometimes I get really dressed up just to sit indoors, but it just makes me feel great and it makes me feel like I'm being the person I want to be. Image is something that really helps you identify to who you are. It's something that when I had my burns got really challenged, but one of the things that made me feel like me was just dressing how I wanted and dressing as I would like. So that's something I highly recommend you do. If you're having a bit of a down day, put on an outfit that makes you feel great, and I promise it will make you feel a little bit happier. The last thing I'm going to comment on is something that a few friends of mine have spoken to me about and struggled with. So I thought it was something really important to share with all of you. You don't need to be liked by everyone. I know this is really hard because we want to put our best face forward, we want to be polite and we want to be civil, But at the end of the day, we can't be friends with everyone. We're not going to gel with everyone the way we do with other people, and people aren't going to gel with you the way they gel with other people. And that's nothing to do with you or them. Sometimes people just clash, or sometimes people just aren't the right fit, and that's okay. I think it's really important for people to be able to let go of having to be friends with everyone and impress everyone, and just relax, find the people you're close with and that make you feel positive, and just be yourself. You don't need to force relationships with other people, but that doesn't mean you should be mean. You should always be kind to everyone, because you should treat people how you want to be treated, but also don't force relationships that aren't there. You don't have to be friends with people you don't want to be friends with. Look for the people you want to be friends with and that make you feel brilliant. We're all different people with different experiences. Sometimes you can do something in really good nature, and someone might take that the wrong way. Your positive action could be perceived as negative, and that's not your fault. Everyone just has different life experiences, and you shouldn't take that to heart. If someone gets upset by your actions but they haven't been negative, you need to accept it and move on, because it's something they need to deal with, and it's not necessarily something that you can fix, but you can always be kind. It's important to remember that it's their past that is the perception of your actions, not your past and not the action the way you intended. Don't burden yourself or put on yourself to make everyone happy, because ultimately that will make you feel sad. It's really important to put up boundaries, because this will challenge our behaviours. I myself am quite empathetic as a person, and I'm actually really bad at putting up boundaries. And at first I thought that wasn't a bad thing, because I'm helping people and I'm being there for people, but it really drains you. So it's so important to put up boundaries and give yourself space so you can grow by yourself. You know, we're humans, we're social beings, but we also need time alone to reflect, relax and unwind. Thank you so much for watching Crystal Clear, the Happiness Project. I hope you're finding the content a positive influence on your lives. If you could spare a moment, it would mean the world to me if you could go and check out Children's Burns Trust, CBT. They're an incredible charity who do so much incredible work for burn survivors, young and old. They have a lot more information about what they do on their website, so if you do have a minute, please go check it out and find out about the incredible work that they're doing. If you can as well, please donate. Donations are what keeps the charity going, as they're not government funded, and the work they do really is incredible. Children's Burns Trust really do incredible work for burn survivors and their families. Please remember to stay burns aware. Thank you. I hope this vlog has taught you different ways to challenge your perception and make you feel more happier. If you'd like any more information, please feel free to leave anything in the comments, as I know I briefly touched on these topics, but I'm more than happy to message people to go into them in more depth. That's all from me. I will hopefully see you next week for some more vlogs on mental health. Bye!